Extending the leg to the sky, slowly lowering down. And then the third part, bending both legs up, wrapping the arms around the legs. Maybe you just interlace fingers and hug and squeeze, flattening the spine down to the earth. Inhale's lifting the head. I like to inhale, lift forehead to knees. Exhale, lower down. You can change up the order of the breath if you like. 5 rounds. And when you finish with 5, lowering the head, extending the legs up, press the hands into the thighs, flex the toes to the face. And then the knees towards the chest, and extend them maybe at 45, 30 degrees, and slowly lower them down with control. Arms back to the sides, legs can open for a moment for a round of breath. Excellent. Now we'll bring those legs back together. We're going to do a little sit-up. So we're going to imitate a grazing horse. It's lifting its head. So we'll press the hands towards the feet and lift yourself up, reaching for the toes 9 times. When I may switch up the order slightly today, we'll see. It depends upon what I feel is moving me. Hopefully you too. And that's the beauty of the practice. So we don't always have to do them all, and we can change it up as we feel it's appropriate. Last one for me, slowly lowering back down. And now on this part, just opening the legs again, lifting the left leg up, extending it down, and then the right leg up. So there I switched the order up a little bit. That's just to set us up now for the next posture. We'll bring the legs back together, take an inhales, and press the hands towards the feet, lifting the legs, then lift the torso. Now I use my elbows to lift me a little bit. And we come into what you know in yoga is boat pose, but here we're imitating a bow, holding it, deep belly breath. You can reach for the toes if you like. Three of these in a row. First one's a little longer, slowly lowering down with control. All the way down, opening, nice. Okay, when you're ready, legs come back together. And once again, press towards the feet, lifting everything up. It's a V up, all the way up. Lengthening, holding it and breathing. Breathing a natural deep belly breath. So nice, hold it and breathe. Exhale, lowering down. Opening the legs and the arm. And again, legs come back together, press towards the feet, lifting the legs, lifting the torso. Up you come. Yes. Hold it and breathe. So nice. And then lowering down with control. Arms at the side, open those legs. Checking in with the breath. Next, we'll embrace the universe. So you can bring the feet back together, wrap the arms around, hugging. So opposite shoulders with the hands. Take an inhale and lift the torso and turn to the left. Coming back to the right, and we'll do 5 sets, 10 movements. Check in with a deep belly breath. Flowing. Breathing. Twisting. Turn. And if you get an extra set in, that's fine too. Lowering down at the end, separating the arms and the legs. And now we're going to move on to this lovely bridge pose. But here we have a slightly different reference, and we're that immortal who's going to lift the mountains. And so I like to bring my arms over heads initially. You do not have to. You can touch your heels and keep the arms at the sides. But inhales as we lift the hips up. Slowly, slowly, glutes engage, lengthening 5 rounds, then slowly lowering down. I'm always hoping for some pops in the vertebrae. Inhales as we lift. Exhaling, so very good for the heart here. Inhales, especially if there's any restrictions in that very challenged thoracic spine, the least mobile part of the spine. Inhales as we lift. Exhales as we lower. Now here we're going to definitely do more than 5, but we do the first 5 like this, and then we'll switch it up slightly. Glutes engage as you lift, and then exhale slowly lowering down. Now you can bring the hands to the belly, interlace or just rest them on the belly. Take it, inhales out and lift everything up at extra weight. Glutes engage, exhales lowering down. 5 sets. You can maybe feel this notion of mountains forming. And one more. And slowly, slowly lowering. Relaxing the legs and the arms to the sides. And then when you're ready, you can bring the legs back in. Now I keep the hips width apart. We're going to bend the knees about 30 degrees, pressing the heels into the earth. Take an inhales and press through the heels, lifting the hips. Glutes engage, flesh through the shoulder blades as well. Exhales lowering down. Inhales we lift. Exhales we lower down. Again, we'll do 5. Could do more, but why not 5 tonight for the 5 elements? And there's 4 for me, but on the 5th one, let's hold. Come up, glutes are engaged, holding it as you breathe, a couple of rounds of breath. And then exhale, slowly, slowly lowering down. And if it feels appropriate to you, you can bring the legs in and give yourself a nice little hug, since that was a bit of a back bend. Just hug and squeeze, flattening the lower spine to the floor. Some of you, who knows, maybe you want to do the happy baby with the big toes, just extending the legs up. You might even rock side to side. That actually feels quite nice, I have to say. So you can choose. You don't even have to. Normally, just extend the legs. But as I said, I felt it was appropriate tonight. That's the beauty of these natural practices. You can roll to the left or to the right. And find yourself situated now in a seated position. The right leg is extended, and that left sole of the foot, heel towards the groin, and the sole of the foot to the inner thigh. And we'll just slide our left and right hands down the right leg, maybe as far as it'll go, but keep the torso erect. Inhale, lengthening, and on the exhale, hinge from the hips, and twist from low spine through mid to upper as you twist and look over the right shoulder. Oh, that feels heavenly. Inhale as we come back. And let's do that another 4 times. The right toes are flexed. The leg is as straight as it will become for you. Breathing as you reach, twisting. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we slide down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Coming down, maybe as far as you can go. And back up. And now the left leg comes out and the right foot comes into that inner thigh. And the hands come down the left leg, but lengthen through the crown of the head first. And then exhales come down and twist, looking over left shoulder, sliding maybe further down with the hands. coming up. And so this posture is a beautiful name. You're an owl turning its head. Owls, of course, they turn their heads quite far around, can't they? So who knows? Maybe you'll achieve that yourself. And after 5, I have one more. Remember to twist from low to mid to upper spine. And then we have right leg come back out. Left foot comes in to the inner right thigh. Arms up, come down, and get a hold of the tops of the foot. Inhale to lengthen on the exhale, just come down forehead to knee. Lifting, exhales hinging. So now imagine yourself as bamboo, bending in the wind. Exhales coming down, 5 sets. Rolling with your own breath, trying to straighten that right leg, stretching the back fascial line. And maybe we'll get an extra one in here. Why not? And coming back, here again, you might find there's movement. So now the left leg extends, the right foot to the inner thigh, and the arms come back up, and then we just hinge and come down. And find yourself lengthening, and on the exhales, forehead to knee. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we come down. Lifting. Hinge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhales. Exhales. And one more. And then we'll lift, and as before, the right leg comes out, the left sole foot into that inner thigh. We're going to slide the right hand down to the outside of the right foot. The left arm will come over the top, and we try to get the top of the foot. Now, let's re-square our shoulders. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, lower the ear, the right ear towards the knee, look under the left armpit. So you're trying to stack shoulders now, twisting. And you're imitating a sea lion. And then inhales, lift the head again. Exhale. So the sea lion is lifting its head, right? It lowers it and it raises it up. Exhale. Twist. Inhale. Exhale. 5 sets. Inhale. Exhale. So if you're continuing to think about twisting from low to mid to upper spine, now we'll switch, extending the left leg out, the right foot to the inner left thigh. We'll slide the left hand down to the outside of the foot. The right arm comes over the top as best you can. Squaring the shoulders, inhale, lengthening, exhales, twisting left ear towards left knee, looking under armpit, rolling the shoulder up. Inhales, come back. Exhales, coming down, twisting low to mid to upper spine. Inhale. Exhale. So again, 5 sets, continuing to represent the sea lion. And exhale. And up. Now the left hand comes to the top of the left foot. Don't worry, we'll finish on the right side. Right hand to right thigh. Take an inhale and lengthen. This time come across to the right, bring the chest towards the floor, twisting, looking behind the right shoulder. Inhales, we lift. Exhales, forehead to knee. Inhales, lift. Exhales, come across. Now you are a blue jay looking behind. Inhales, lift. Exhales, forehead to knee. Coming down, twisting, looking behind. Inhales, we lift. Exhales, forehead to knee. Inhales, lift. Exhales, twist. Inhales, lift. Exhales, forehead to knee. Inhales, lift. Exhales, coming across. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, forward. I think one more. Up, across, as far down as you can go again. Twist from low to mid upper spine. Inhale, up. Exhale, finish forehead and knee. And rise up. Then switch. Right leg comes back out. Left foot to the inner thigh. So right hand to the top of the right foot. Left hand to left thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhales, come across to the left side. Inhales, lift. Forehead to knee. Inhales, we lift. Exhale, we come across. Lifting, forehead to knee. And across. 5 sets. Maybe you want a 6th one if you feel you did it on the other side. Or maybe this side warrants another one. I don't know. Listening to your body. Awakening the heart, calming the mind. And lifting. And the legs extend in front, and you can just sit there in a nice staff pose for a moment. Feeling the imprint. And then as you're ready, you can come around and we'll come into a tabletop. And from here, we're going to slowly lower down using your core strength, elbows pointing directly backwards. And now visualize a tiger. Pressing through the hands, lifting yourself up. Exhale, sitting back, all the way back. Inhales coming through and looking up to the heavens. Exhales, pushing back. So you might also just, while you're a tiger stretching, you can also have the visual of being a cobra or a dog who's going into child's pose. And again, 5 sets. Excellent. Finishing now back in that back position where you're sitting down towards the heels. Turn the palms up, the forearms now resting on the floor. You're going to curl your toes and gently push yourself up. The head is hanging. So the bottom is high, and then we're going to inhale as and come through into a nice plank. Exhale, pushing back in 5 sets. The core is engaged. Try not to sag the belly. Flowing with the breath. And one more. Then we'll finish now with the head just hovering above the floor, holding it for a round or two of breath. And slowly, you can lower the knees and sit back once again. Hips towards heels, lengthening through the spine. So we continue with the third part of our tiger, pushing ourselves up into that down dog. Inhaling through and lowering down. Inhale, scooping up so there's a chaturanga, right? Exhale, pushing back. Through and down and up and back. Again, 5 sets. This is the third. You can always do more. And notice what is happening now. And last one. Glutes are engaging on these upward facing postures. Curl toes, push it back. Pedal it out a couple of times. And now we'll lower the left heel, and you can just, I like to extend the right leg, I just get a better stretch. And we'll swing the right knee straight up from the hip. So you're coming straight up. You can adjust your hands so they're on opposite sides of that front leg. The knee is in alignment with the hip. Inhale to lengthen on the exhale, hinge and come down and look back down the right side. Inhale, lift. Exhales, come down, look down the left. Now you're imitating a peacock. And it's looking for its tail feathers, right? We'll do 3 sets. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting. Coming down. Inhaling up. Exhale. And up. Excellent. And you can step back. And when you are ready now, extending maybe the left leg or just sliding it straight up from that. position, alignment with the hip. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, hinge from the hips, come down, look down the left side, and up. And down the right. Notice what is happening now as you continue to move through these strengthening postures. The first 3 sets are strengthening. And the next 4 sets will be medical applications. And the latter parts are all meditative. And that's 3. So we slowly come up and we'll lower the hips. And now bend the right leg. So you have the right leg stretching, the right knee is going forwards, right? And the left sole of the foot is into the inner right thigh. And I'm going to take my left hand and slide it down the inside of my left sole of the foot. And my right hand gets a hold of my right ankle. Inhales and lengthen, and I'll look over the left shoulder. Exhales, hinge and come down. So I'm holding the ankle so I don't fall over. And then I turn my head and look up. Very good for the cervical spine. And then lift. Looking over left shoulder, exhales coming down. Now, some people like to go a little more forward. I prefer to go a little sideways, more lateral, inhale coming up. But you can decide what feels right to you. Exhales coming down. Inhales turning, looking up. 5 sets again. And now it's just simply known as stretching well. Turn the head and look up. 5 sets. Last one. Exhales coming down. Looking up and lifting. Now a simple way to get into this, bring the hand slightly forward, shift the weight, lower the right hip down, sits bone. Legs are already pretty much bent, aren't they? Left knee pointing forward, right hand slides to the inner part of that right foot, left hand to left ankle, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, look over right shoulder, hinge and come down. Turn the head and look up and lift. Back to neutral, looking over right, exhales coming down. Inhaling and lifting. Looking over right, coming down, 5 sets, this is the 3rd. Notice here again the twist. Where does the twist begin? I reversed it, didn't we? But we're still trying to twist. So if you feel the appropriate to do another one, I'm going to do actually one more for this side. While we seek balance, sometimes we have to do it that way. We come back, and as before, slowly lowering ourselves down. And now you're going to imagine you're going to pull bowstrings. So first bring the hands to the kidneys and begin to rub with the backs of the hands on the kidneys. Deep belly rub. Then you can raise the feet and the lower legs. Still rubbing the kidneys. Larger inhales, smaller exhales. And then when you're ready, bring the arms forward, lift the head, squeeze the legs together, lift everything up, squeezing the legs together, larger inhales, smaller exhales, everything is up. So that bow is becoming a little stronger, isn't it? A little tighter. Loose engaged, it is the back bend. And lowering down. Push it back into that seated position, child's pose. And just take a stretch. Open the knees if it's appropriate for you. Relax the neck and the head. And then as you're ready, slowly, slowly lifting and coming to a seated position, cross-legged. And let yourself sit tall. I'm going to bring the hands around behind the head, interlacing the fingers. Inhale and lengthen. And on the exhales, squeeze around the head. Inhales and open. Exhales and squeeze. So now you are a tall pine tree. Inhale. And you're standing firm. Excellent. 5 times. And this is the 5th. And then open and hinge. Hinging now from the hips. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, hinging as you come down. Let's twist to the left. And then back to the right. Lowering the elbows down towards the floor, twisting the other elbow up above. Inhale is lifting the torso and the head. Exhale is coming down. I like to alternate the twisting, this time to the right, then to the left. You are a lizard, turning its head and coming down the left and right. Deep belly breath. Hinging, turning. This time I'm going right. Lift. Exhale is coming down. And inhaling up. So nice. Now, with your hands, just begin to massage the back of the head where the skull and the neck come together. So you can, I don't know, use your fingertips, nails. Some of you may want to just kind of tap gently. But we're massaging that gallbladder 20 point, gates of consciousness. And so again, you can do this for a few seconds. You really don't have to do it, too long, but if it feels really good, why not more? Excellent. Now I got a little carried away and moved my hands forward too. So you're going to bring them over the ears now. And we're going to tap 36 times. So close the ears up. And then with just the fingertips, tap back there in the area that you were just rubbing 36 times. So when you're ready, go for it. Deep belly breath. And you can rock forwards and come back up. You're looking for the vibration in the skull as you beat the heavenly drum. And 3, 2, 1. Returning back. Now, once again, we're going to press in on the ears. This time, though, we're going to sound the heavenly bell. So it's the tapping of the teeth. I do 36 times, but 9 times tapping in the front teeth, 9 times the left side, 9 times the right side, and 9 times the back molars. So again, we can add a few extras, but let's just do teeth tapping today, okay? You can do the tongue swirling as well, but let's just squeeze in. So 36 times at your own pace, count yourselves 9 times 4, right? When you're ready, begin. Front of teeth. Then left side. Right side. And then the molars. Nice. Then we're going to take our palms. I'm going to press into the temples 3 times. Well, there's 1. And 2, pressing the sun and moon corner. And then 3, and again, you can just do this for a few seconds. It doesn't have to be very long. And then releasing. Nice. So we'll bring the hands over to the left side. Just lengthen it on the exhales, hinge, come down, twist from low spine through middle to upper, and coming back up. And switching. And you are now simply looking backwards and lifting. This is a nice twist, and see if you can do it through whatever part of the spine is most rigid for you. And I'm doing 1 more set, so I think this makes it 4. And we'll come back to neutral, sitting up tall. And now we'll continue on making gentle fists coming down. Now, if we have long arms as I do, I bring them to the outside of my knees, but some people have shorter, they bring them to the inside, okay? So take an inhale and lengthen on the exhale, just hinge from the hips coming down, pressing to the hands as you twist and look up. Maybe the left side first, and then the right. Doesn't really matter, just as long as you repeat, and then you just keep going, twisting side to side. 5 sets. And now this is the imitating of a bird turning its head. Last set. And back to neutral. Now we're going to make a gentle fist. You can just bring them to the belly. I want you to begin to shake the belly. Now you're shaking a peach tree. So shaking, you can even find yourself maybe bouncing, vibrating up and down 36 times. Deep belly breath. Three, two, one. And then sitting comfortably. Now we'll bring our right arm to the side with the left. We're going to get a hold of the upper arm and we're going to pull across 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then switch left arm. Right arm comes, right hand. 1, 2. It's a strong pull. 3, 4, 5. Excellent. So look over. Let's look over the right. Yes, right shoulder. No, left. Left. Look over the left shoulder. Push out to the right. I have to get to my direction. Right. 2 and 3. So you're just pressing out. 1, 2, 3. And then again. 1, 2, 3. Imagine you have paws like a dragon. 3, 5 sets. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and last one. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to come and hinge, slowly lowering down. So we're going to bend. Just bring the hands kind of together, right in front of the left, and then elbows come down, and then you draw up. 1, 2, 3, like it's separating. And you're imagine here, you're stretching the bow again. 2, 3, hinging from this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 5 sets as before. Deep belly breaths. Twist from low spine to mid to upper. Notice where you feel this. Asking yourself, what is happening now? What organs are maybe being impacted, or what section of the body? What system? You want to think of systems within the body. And I think that's 5, right? We'll come back. So from here, now, just place the left hand down on the floor. We're going to lift a little bit. So we're going to press up to the sky. 1, 2, 3. And then the right hand comes down and we'll lift. 1, 2, 3. And we just continue. 1, 2, 3. And visualize upholding the sky. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Good. We're going to come back. Right arm overhead. Begin to draw up with the left, just circling around the chest. Imagine you are fortifying the Great Wall of China, or any Great Wall, maybe your house, or a fence. Deep belly breath. 36 times. So gentle fist with the right hand and gentle fist with the left as you tap. 3, 2, 1. Now the right. 36 times. And so I'm doing it at a quick, brisk pace this evening. You can do it much slower if you like. And we'll come back. 3, 2, 1. Now, right arm just comes her hand to the outside of that left knee and the left arm around the back. Take an inhale, lengthen, exhales, come down and hinge and twist on the over the left shoulder. And then back to the right. Just do 3 sets. And then back, we'll switch left hand now to the outside of the right knee, wrap the right arm around the back. Inhale, lengthen, exhales, come down and twist and look over. Whichever shoulder you began with, finish looking over the last one. Or the other one. One more set. For me, I'm finishing on the right this time and coming back. Sitting up nice and tall, deep belly breath. Now, bring the arms or the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, take an inhale. We're just going to stick our tongues out. You know this is lion's breath, but here we're just kind of stirring the seat with the tongue. So imagine a dragon doing that. Stick your tongue out and just you can lift it, lower it, side to side, circle around. And just do that a few times. And then we'll come back and we're going to bring the hands to the kidneys, hinging from the hips as we circle around 36 times, circling around the kidneys. Breathing a deep belly breath. And 3, 2, 1. We're turning back to your nice seated posture. Now we're going to imitate a pulley. So bring the right arm to the behind you, just kind of the side, the back side, right arm, and then circle around, shoulders up, down, and back 36 times. Deep belly breath. Three, 2, 1. Then the left arm. 1, 36 times. Three, 2, 1. Now, both arms behind to the sides, and now just up, back, and down with shoulders. And now you're a hummingbird. Again, for 36 times. Deep belly breath. 3, 2, 1. Sweeping the arms up in front, the palms come together, and then just begin twisting, moving side to side, pressing the hips gently forward. Imagine yourself as a dragon dancing, or maybe you prefer a flame dancing. Twisting. Do this a couple times. So let's say that this will finish it. Although if you feel you need to do a little more, I'm going to finish down low. Well, maybe I'll finish back in the midpoint. Separating. Arms coming down to the sides. And now we'll continue on. So here, just bring your arms to the side, make gentle fists, and we're going to lift and then drop. And drop. And drop. 2 more. You're a descending star. You just managed to come to earth. Now wrap the arms around. You can do the sides, you can do the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's hand you come down. Let's twist to the left to start with. And then back to the right. And we'll do 5 of these. Now, as we come back, we're going to go all the way around. And down, and circle. Why don't we do 3 sets that direction, then go back the other way, left, right for 3 times, 3 full circles. And back. And you can just imagine the clouds have been dispersed now. Let the arms lower down to the side. Now, from here, we're going to extend the right leg. Well, and really the left too, but with your hands, just press down to that right knee gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a little bit of bouncing, and then left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then both 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I like to reach down a couple of times before moving on, just to stretch again. And when you come back, you can begin to circle around the knees 36 times one direction. You can bounce a little bit if you like to. So you can visualize your legs are pillars, and you are strengthening them, maybe repairing them. Again, cadence is whatever you want it to be, go the other way. So I'm doing this at a reasonably quick clip this evening. We're almost to 45 minutes, so we might actually just stop after this section tonight. We won't finish the last one. That's okay. Maybe we'll do it next week. we'll see where we get to. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. Finishing, coming back. And now, take your right foot onto the left foot and begin to rub. So you're just leaning back with the hands and you're rubbing the foot. So here we have these twin flying horses scratching each other 36 times. Deep belly breath. And then switch. Three, 2, 1. Now with the heel, take it to the inner left arch and do that 36 times. Just rubbing. 36 times. For 6, and then the other one. Three, 2, 1. Now back to cross-legged, sitting up tall. Now bring your left arm around the back, and with the right hand, just begin to circle around 36 times. So here again, I'm changing up the order slightly. Just imagine a round drum and gently beating it. Three, 2, 1. Now switch, left hand. So again, slow it down. You do not need to go rapidly. This is just tonight, because of time, I'm moving a little faster. Don't want to overstimulate either on the evenings with this. Coming back to neutral. Now with the gentle fist tap, the kidneys hinging. Do that 36 times. Deep belly breath. And 3, 2, 1. Now, bringing the arms to the side, so it'll be 36 movements here. Maybe a couple more, I don't know, we'll see. So gentle, you don't have to even have fists, just gentle hands. I kind of just relax them with a gentle movement, but we're going to draw back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the shoulders up and the arms back and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now up the other way, forwards and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then up high, chest level. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finish. Deep belly breath. So nice. And now we're at 48 minutes. I hate to leave you hanging because you're probably like, what? We're not finishing. All right, let's finish. So bend the right leg, extend the left foot, bring the fingers behind you, and inhale, so just look at the left foot as you lift the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll do 7 here, 7. And then the right leg, now the head goes back this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Extend the legs and just imagine you're a little baby dragon. Pressing the soles of the feet to the floor, lift the hips, glutes engaged. 1, head goes back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold the last one for just a round of breath. And then lower down. Now, take the right leg across the left thigh, so just behind or above the knee, and then wrap your arms around the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge and twist and look over the right shoulder. Come back and lift. Exhales, come down, twist and look over the right shoulder. Twisting from low spine. Just imagine this is known as the immortal's delight. And twisting should feel, maybe it feels good to you, maybe not. And do 5 sets. Twist from low to mid upper spine. So you can hinge a bit, just depends upon how flexible you are. You'll extend the right leg, bring the left foot, sole of the foot to the earth. And you wrap your arms now again around the left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge and twist left and back. And coming down 5 times. Hinging, twist. Yeah. You never know what it will bring up. A nice cough to clear out the lungs. Excellent, returning back. Now, get a hold of the right foot with both hands, just interlacing fingers. We're going to strengthen the knee down. So we're going to press 1, 2, like a kid, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we switch to the left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then sitting up tall, raise the arms, come down, get hold of the tops of the feet. Now, I separate my feet a little bit. We're going to move them. So work the sits bones back. And you're going to imagine that you're bowing to the sun. So we're going to hinge from the hips and take the feet forwards, out away from each other, backwards and inwards. So they're circling around, right? 2 circles. And you just hinging 36 times, well, 21 times. Let's do 21. And 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral. Now go the other way. So they came in and went out away from each other 21 times. Notice what you feel. It's almost like rowing a boat, isn't it? And 3, 2, 1. And back to neutral. And as before, cross the legs. Bring the arms around the back. Interlace the fingers behind the head. We're going to hinge from the hips. Inhale, lift, and press up. 1, 2, 3. Behind the head, hinge. Inhale, lift. 1, 2, 3. We'll do this 3 times. Hinging. And 1, 2, 3. Now, hands on top of the head. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, pull down, just pressing down. Some of you might want to draw the elbows in. I prefer to keep mine out. And then lift, release rather, and exhale. Maybe it's the same idea. Inhale, pull down about 10 seconds, just holding your breath. And you're letting the air out, and then you're not breathing. Let's put it that way. Inhale. And exhale, drawing down. Exhaling, let's just again, exhaling, long exhale. And then if you finish at the end, just hold the air out. And now you just, we call it pressing. Kunlun Mountain, a famous mountain, and we'll release. Nice. And now just begin to massage the scalp. So do this a few times. And this is just to help calm the chi, the prana. Good. Now the left hand, I can bring the left hand to the neck and circle around with the right. Again, there's some specifics here as it relates to which one to begin with. I do what feels right to me. So today it was left hand behind and right hand circling. And if you don't like it, you do the other one. See what it works. And switch 36 times, then go the other way. The other hand behind the neck, and again. So if you're conscious about your hair, you may say, "Oh, this is messing my hair up." That's okay. You can always fix your hair afterwards. Deep belly breath. And again, the reason for this relates to the genders with the hands. But again, as I say, we're both. So do what feels right. Now, I just like to do a little bit more massage for a moment, because for me, it feels really good. Excellent. Now bring the left arm behind the back, and with the right hand, we're just going to rub the belly 36 times. Imagine a little, called a grist wheel. Just place the first breath. Then circling the belly. So with the right hand, for me, it's going clockwise. Now we'll switch, right arm behind with the left. Now counterclockwise. Imagine you are being drawn to the heavens through the crown of the head. Let's try to relax the posture. 3, 2, 1. And now just sit for a moment, feeling the imprint of the moving parts, the medicinal, we'll call it healing practices or energetic flow. Thumb and index finger together if you like, or just hands resting in the lap, or just separating the fingers if that's preferable. We'll slowly raise the hands up in front of the face, eyes are closed, vigorously rub your hands together. Let's just create a little heat. Place the hands over the eyes and allow for the inwards penetration of the life force. And one more time. Placing the hands over the eyes. No anger, no complaint, no ego with anyone. Giving thanks to the divine for all that you've been provided. And allowing for the awakening of the heart to care, compassion, peace, calm, and love, into the realization of your true consciousness and your inseparableness with nature. We're going to slowly begin to open the eyes. We'll let the hands drift down. And today we'll bring them up to the heavens, slowly drawing them down to the third eye, the mouth, the throat, and finally to heart center. A gentle bow and lifting up. Thank you all for tuning in. 56 minutes. Oh my gosh. I hope it was enjoyable. Have a lovely rest of the night. Feel free to watch it again when it gets posted. Send comments like, what the hell did we just do? I don't know. Anyway.